Flexbox, short for Flexible Box Module, is designed for one-dimensional layouts. It allows you to align items along a single axis, either horizontally or vertically. In this example, we have a container with 3 items. Here, we set the display property of the container to flex, making it a flex container. Each flex item inside the container is styled with padding, margin, and a border to make them visually distinct. Now, let's explore key flex properties. The flex direction property defines the direction of the main axis. By default, it's set to row, which aligns items horizontally. You can change it to column to align items vertically. The justify content property aligns items along the main axis. You can center the items, distribute them with space between, around, or evenly across the container. The align items property aligns items along the cross axis. You can center items, align them at the start or end of the cross axis, stretch them to fill the container, or align them along their baseline. The align self property allows you to override the align items value for individual items, providing greater control over alignment for specific items. The flex wrap property controls whether flex items are forced onto one line or can wrap onto multiple lines. Wrap reverse does the same but in reverse order. By combining these properties, you can create highly flexible and responsive layouts. Next, let's explore grid layout. Unlike Flexbox, which is one-dimensional, grid layout is a two-dimensional layout system. In this example, we have a grid container with 6 items. The grid template columns property defines the number of columns and their widths. In this example, we use repeat 3-1 fraction to create 3 equal columns. The grid template rows property defines the number of rows and their heights. Here, we create 2 rows, each 150 pixels tall. The gap property defines the spacing between rows and columns. In this example, we set a 20-pixel gap. The grid column property allows an item to span multiple columns, while the grid row property allows an item to span multiple rows. This is useful for creating larger items within the grid. The justify items property aligns items horizontally within their cells, and aligned items aligns them vertically. The align content property aligns the entire grid vertically, and justify content aligns the entire grid horizontally. In this example, justify items and align items are set to center. This demonstrates the flexibility of grid layout in creating more sophisticated designs. Grid layout allows you to create both simple and complex grid structures with ease. By understanding properties like grid template columns, grid template rows, gap, justify items, justify content, and align content, you can design highly responsive and visually appealing layouts. Now it's your turn.